What happens if you have the World Cup, but all the big nations are out? The World Cup where literally anyone can win it. Any upset can happen, anyone can get through the group stage, and Italy are still not in it. Sorry lads, you should be here in the first place. Welcome to the Reject World Cup, welcome to the B-Tech World Cup, welcome to the World Cup where Qatar may actually make it out the group stage. As you can see here, we are here on FIFA 23, and of course EA only gave us 15 different nations, which isn't actually in World Cup. Cheers for that, lads. Remember when we had 250... Okay, I'm gonna shut up about it now. Anyway, this is the World Cup where all the big 14 nations by ratings are out, so France, England, you can use your eyes, and of course Italy is still not there because they would just go and win it, probably because they are massively way off ahead. The best team here, I think by rating, is Switzerland. They got the best rating. Of course, some groups I kept kind of intact to see how would they do. So let's say, you know, Iran, USA, and Wales. What would happen if Sweden is there instead of England? We got Norway there. We got Northern Ireland, Scotland, Czech Republic, of course, in the same group as Scotland. Sorry, lads. Some very interesting groups. So I do like the look of Ukraine, Ghana, Ireland, and South Korea. I think that's a very balanced group right there. Can Qatar make it out the group? They've got Northern Ireland in there alongside Ecuador and Senegal still. New Zealand are there as well. How can I forget about them? And of course, likes of Finland, Norway. Can Holland drag Norway to the World Cup? Let's go do a simulation of the worst teams that kind of reject World Cup, and let's see who wins it, because I actually am looking forward to see who may win this, because in theory, really anything can happen here. It's unlike what we used to. Yes, lads, so for the World Cup, this video has been sponsored by Hitch, the go-to place for all your World Cup predictions and also quizzes. If you got some spare time, this is a great place to go and see how good your World Cup knowledge is. Go down below to the top link of the description to go and join me at Hitch. By competing in these predictions or quizzes, you win Hitch coins along the way, and with this currency you can go and withdraw for real life money. Absolutely free to play as well, and it is so simple to do. And while predicting each game, it's not just as simple as just the scoreline. You can win coins by guessing the amount of correct corners, by guessing the amount of correct cards. Many ways for you guys to earn real life money. I'll leave the link at the top of the description, and go and compete with me. Thank you, Hitch, for sponsoring today's video. But of course, things are still similar. Qatar does face Ecuador still, yet again, just like real life, for the opening match. So, in real life, it was 2-0, and in this game, it is 2-2. 2-2 draw Qatar with a good start to the groups. Sweden against Iran, 1-1 draw. Sweden, of course, got knocked out by Poland in the final qualifying game in the playoff. I mean, I'll be honest here, I'd be surprised if Northern Ireland could do something here, but you never know. And is there a surprise? Almost. Northern Ireland went 1-0 up. Their goal by Lavery. I don't even know who that even is. USA beat Wales, of course, what happened in real life, and it ended in a 1-1 draw, and in the game it ends as another draw, 2-2. Pulisic with the goal, Kiefer Moore and Dan James, and 2 goals for Pulisic, in fact. Okay, Scotland versus Australia, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, but Scotland's badge, well, flag, isn't showing up. I don't know what's happening here. But Scotland beat Australia in this group. I think it's Group D. This is a huge chance here for either of these two sides to make it out of the groups. And the winner will be Australia. Australia beating Scotland 1-0. Mexico versus Switzerland. This probably is the strongest two sides maybe in the entire tournament here, and it will be a draw here, and it is quite level. China beat Saudi Arabia 2-1, so China's top of the group. Austria beat Canada. Canada, can you do something here? And it's not bad, a 1-1 draw. That could be seen as quite a decent result there. Erling Haaland and the rest. Erling Haaland, Odegaard, and the rest. Can Haaland drag them? No, they can't. He missed a penalty. Haaland missed a penalty. And Costa Rica have beaten Norway. Ukraine versus Ghana. There'll be a lot of support here for the Ukrainians, but Ghana's a strong team, and they are a strong team. 3-2 win for Ghana. Now it's time for the boys in green. Ireland versus South Korea. They're quite a strong team as well, and it will be a big win for South Korea. That's a big win. Can New Zealand, can Chris Wood cause an upset here? And sadly not. 3-1 win for Cameroon. Yeah, it's not looking good for Northern Ireland. Oh my god, they've all drawn their games. Literally 2 games played, and they've all drawn their games. They are all on 2 points. Sorry, Scottish lads. I'm sorry that I've done it again. It's a draw though. They got a point. They've got a point in the World Cup, and they gave themselves hope. Norway has lost again. Haaland turns out having a striker is not enough to go through a tournament. Ireland beat Ukraine, and it's a 4-1 win for Ukraine. and Ireland's pretty much out as well. Wales with an absolute massive win against Sweden, because that means that Wales are through and out of the groups, and Sweden are out. The winner of Iran v the USA determines who goes through. Massive game here. I think a draw means USA, and it's going to be a win for Iran, and Iran has knocked out the USA in the final game. And just like that, Scotland are out of their group. But at least they got a point. China has got a draw against Switzerland. And unless if Saudi Arabia beats Mexico, that will not be enough. Oh, come on now. I want to see China in the next round. Come on, boys. Do it for us. Do it, please. No. Mexico are through. China. They get it. They gave a good effort, but they're in third place. The winner here could really do a big help here, and it's not helping anyone. A draw, a point each. That helps neither side here. And Finland are through with Austria. Can Norway get a single win or point? They got a point. Ukraine with a big win against South Korea. And I think that means that both Korea and Ukraine are through. I think even if Ghana has to beat Ireland by like 3 goals to stand a chance. And it's a draw. Ghana and Ireland are out. Cameroon beat Hungary. Makes no difference. Both of them are through. Iceland and New Zealand are out. Qatar came third in their group and Northern Ireland came bottom, which they'd be really sad about. The round of 16 looks like this. Senegal v Wales. Mexico versus Czech Republic. Tunisia versus Switzerland. Iran v Ecuador. Costa Rica versus Austria. Cameroon versus South Korea, Finland versus Japan, and Ukraine v Hungary. I don't know which way. I mean, USA are out. I'm surprised they're out, to be fair. If I gotta put money on one team here, I would say maybe Switzerland. The round of 16 is here. Senegal beat Wales, which could happen in real life, to be fair, if Wales topped the group or Senegal came top or something. And who's going out? It's Wales. I got Sadio Mane, who wouldn't happen in real life because he's injured, but technically still 1-0 Senegal, in my opinion. Mexico versus Czech Republic, 2 strong sides there, and it will be a victory for the Mexicans as they beat Czech Republic 3-2. Tunisia versus Switzerland. I'm backing Switzerland to do well here, and they do. An 89th minute winner by Freuler. Now it's Iran v Ecuador. The winner faces Switzerland in the quarterfinals, and it will be Iran on penalties, knocking out Ecuador, and Iran are in the quarterfinals. And I told you they're a good team. I told you in my predictions, right? Costa Rica v Austria. I don't think there's too much. That's a banging game, though. 4-3 to Costa Rica. Costa Rica out knocking out the European side. Winner of this game, Cameroon versus South Korea. Can we get an Asian team in the quarters? And we can't. We've got an African nation. Cameroon has knocked out South Korea. There's probably quite an upset there. And it will be Costa Rica versus Cameroon. Finland against Japan. Could we get some madness here? And we have. It's another 4-3. How is it another 4-3? Pookie with the winner, and Finland are in the World Cup quarterfinals. This is a big game here. Ukraine v Hungary, 2 probably strong sides here. And to be fair, Ukraine are probably very strong as well. And the result will be a 2-1 win for Ukraine. Another last-minute goal. And Tuskanov, I think that's how you say it, 85th minute winner. And this is the quarterfinals. Senegal v Mexico. Switzerland v Iran, Costa Rica v Cameroon, and Finland v Ukraine. Historic here. Iran v Switzerland. I'm back in Iran here. I want to see I want to see some underdogs here. I want to see some. And we have Iran are in the semi-finals of the World Cup. Azmoun, Taremi again with the goals. Iran's in the World Cup semi-final here, boys, and I'm kind of happy because I think it'd be really boring if it was Switzerland. No offense, boys. And on the other bracket, a very big game here. Senegal v Mexico, 2 very strong sides, to be fair. And going through to the semi-finals will be, it's Senegal and African side are in the semi-finals. And it could be Senegal v Cameroon, maybe, if it goes that way. Can they keep it going? Finland v Ukraine. Pookie party. May it continue. I mean, I think a lot of people will be wanting Ukraine to win this, but I want some underdog stories here as well. So, Finland v Ukraine. The winner will be Finland! Oh my good lord, Finland on a World Cup semi-final against Iran. Oh my god, so the World Cup finalists will be guaranteed either Finland or Iran facing Senegal in a World Cup semi-final. Costa Rica or Cameroon. The winner will be Cameroon. 3-0 triple molting tougher it can be. And that is a deserved one as well. 3-0 Cameroon. So we have got a full African affair here of Senegal v Cameroon. We will have an African finalist. I love this. This looks crazy. I love it. I love the fact that Finland has somehow made it all the way here. I love that. Which one of these two African nations will put their names in the history books? Senegal or Cameroon? For the sake of all purposes, I have now subbed Sadio Mane out, just to make it a bit fairer because he can't play there in real life. So Senegal v Cameroon without Sadio Mane in the semi-final. Let's say he just had a sudden freak injury, okay? Who's in the final? And it will be... It's Cameroon. Oh no, it's Cameroon. Cameroon 2. Senegal 1. Maybe Senegal was only here because of Sadio Mane. I mean, actually saying that, Cameroon, they had 2 shots and 2 goals. Senegal wasn't apparently the better team. Cameroon made them pay. Abubakar and Guisa with the goals. And Cameroon are in a World Cup final. Maybe Samuel Eto'o was right. Maybe Samuel Eto'o was right the entire time. Wait, what? Oh my god, what is the 3rd place game? Oh no, it's Senegal beat Finland. Therefore, Iran beat Finland. Iran have beat Finland 2-0. Iran is in the World Cup final. Iran's in the World Cup final. It is Senegal versus Finland for 3rd place. I need to double check here. 3rd place will be Senegal. Senegal are 3rd place. And that means, that confirms it. It is Cameroon versus Iran for the World Cup final. And here we go. We are here at the Lusail Stadium. Cameroon, Iran. I'm kind of happy it wasn't like the predictable like Mexico or Senegal or Switzerland. You know, kind of like the higher rating teams. I'm going to quick sim this. And whatever happens, happens. All to a place. And the winner of the Reject World Cup is... Oh, it's Iran! Iran are World Cup winners. They have beaten Cameroon in the final. Iran are... See? And you guys laughed at me when I said that they could be top in the group. They are a top side. Iran, World Cup winners. I love that, you know. I love that. I told you they were a good team. And they did well. They knocked out Ecuador. They knocked out Switzerland as well. Knocked out USA to get in the 1st place. Worthy winners in my opinion. Tell me who you think would win the World Cup if we did this in real life. I'll see you guys another time for another video. And stay safe.